Welcome to the Thrive Home Show. Here's your host, Michael Bounds.
Thank you so much for joining the Thrive Home Show. Tiffany Batemane, we're actually in the process of buying a house right now. I'm super excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Michael. Thank you for putting up with me.
I really enjoy hanging out with you, going through this whole process. This is the thing. What you're doing is super, super special. And so I want to uplift you and highlight you because there's other people out there that you are an inspiration to them. So that's what this is meant for. I want to highlight and uplift you for what you're doing. It's really super exciting.
Thank you.
No
It
problem.
is. It's exciting because it's been a long time coming.
It has. So let's start there. So we actually engaged back, in 2023?
Yeah.
Okay, so where did you find me at, by the way? Do you remember?
Facebook. Remember? I filled out, I was just on Facebook. It was crazy. I filled out something, I featured thing, and then you called me.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Then,
so for all you guys, people out there on Facebook, I'm real. So just want you to know. So about the home buying process, so far, for the most part, other than this last little hurdle we're jumping through right now, how was the process for you?
it was just a little stressful. It wasn't as bad as I thought, though.
Okay, well that's a blessing right there. We'll we'll do that. All right. So what made you decide? So like we were talking about, we alluded to earlier, what made you decide now was the time to buy?
So my thing is I'm tired of paying rent for one, and you're not getting anything back from it. And then I just, I wanted to leave something for my kids. You know what I mean? I wanted a house, because I got older kids, for them to always have a home to come back to, regardless what happens in the world or whatever. So that's one of my big things. They can always come home.
I read somewhere like the statistic, like 80% of Americans' wealth is tied up in the equity in their homes.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not buying real estate, we're not participating in generational wealth. Like people,
right?
The thing is, when you buy a house, you're going to be so thankful you bought a house in about 30 years from now. I talk to folks right now doing reverse mortgages. They're like, they've lived in their house, they've paid it off, they get a reverse mortgage, they get a payment from their house there's so many. It's a retirement plan. So yeah, you didn't even think about that. So one day you'll be able to retire, your house will be paid for, and then you can literally get a reverse mortgage and it'll pay for you to live in. There's so many cool things about owning a home. What advice would you give yourself, going back, okay, what advice would you give yourself in the past?
The advice that I would give myself, I wish I would have did this early on in life, because I'm 40 now, 43, well, older. This is something that I wish I would have done early on. While I was out playing around, partying, wasting money, I should have did that a long time ago. Yep.
You know what? It was God's timing. So it happened. And I'm super excited to be a small part of it. And what you've done is remarkable. And so it needs to be celebrated. So thank you so much. It didn't hit me. So I know it probably it won't hit you yet. But when you wake up in that brand new house and you smell your brand new house, when you wake up, it'll be like, when you wake up, you're like, yo, this is my house.
I can't wait.
That's when it hits you.
Right.
I want that.
And not only did you help me, you started my daughter on her journey to buy a house, even though she did something else, but you started her, because I remember I brought her to our first meeting when me and you met.
Totally.
She wasn't thinking about buying a home.
It wasn't even on her radar. And so she'll be able to build wealth through home ownership. And that's the thing. It's not only you. What you have done is you have influenced your daughter.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? That's what you have influenced your daughter, so that now she will be able to have a better life. And then guess what? Your grandchildren and their children. That's what this is. You modeled that. That's why I told you what you did was remarkable.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Because if I never would have got on Facebook that day, I never would have met you, and we wouldn't be here right now.
There you go. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Anything else you want to add?
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Well, this is a relationship, as you know. I will be following up and getting everything clear on everything. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you. Thank you.